Hey, do you know the significance of communion? I promise you, it's actually not what you think it is. You see, in Jewish culture, when a man was ready to marry his bride, he would go to the father of the bride and he would present something called the mahar, what he was willing to pay to get her hand in marriage. And when the son and the father agreed on what she was worth, they would pour wine into a cup. And the moment the man and woman drank that cup of wine together, they were engaged, and all of his rights would be transferred to her. And she would spend the next amount of time preparing herself for the actual wedding day. And upon that moment, the groom would then leave and he would go back to his father's house and begin to build upon that house a place for him and his bride to live together. He wasn't allowed to come back and get his bride until his father looked over the completed home and said that it was ready. So the son never knew when it was time to go get his bride, only the father knew. And then when the father said, "You're ready, son, go get her," the son would leave. It didn't matter the day or the hour. Sometimes he would come in the middle of the night. The bride never knew when he was coming, and so she was told always to be ready for when her husband comes. Jesus takes this Last Supper moment with his disciples, his last meal on earth, and what does he decide to do? He decides to propose. You see, he sits him down at the table, and he would have gotten out the mahar. What I'm willing to pay for my bride is my very own blood shed for her. And what I'm willing to give to her is my body broken for her. This makes so much sense. This is why Jesus said, I have to leave and go and prepare a place for you. This is why Jesus said that only the Father knows when he will come back. He doesn't even know. This is why he said, always be ready for his return in case he comes back like a thief in the night. This is why he said, all authority that has been given to me, I now give to you. This is why the second coming is called the wedding feast of the Lamb. It was always about a proposal. So when you take communion, yes, you're remembering the sacrifice, but you're also renewing your vows. You're saying, I do, Jesus. I accept your proposal. So I want to ask you, take a moment, go be with Jesus, and remember that he proposed to you. And when you're ready to say, I do, Jesus, I commit my life to you, and I will get myself ready until you return, then take the cup, then take the bread.